Most people imagine retirement savings as a static pile of cash, a vault of dollars you slowly scoop out year after year, hoping the floor doesn't hit before you do. This creates a constant low-level anxiety. If your savings are just a finite pile, you have to guess exactly how long you'll live and exactly how much bread will cost 3 decades from now. Instead of a finite vault, we can solve this by looking at true wealth as a self-sustaining ecosystem, an apple orchard. A mature tree produces a new crop of fruit every single fall. If you only consume the new growth each season, the underlying tree remains healthy and produces again the following year, potentially forever. This brings us to the core of the problem. Exactly how many trees do you need to plant today to guarantee your seasonal harvest covers your life for good? Historically, a diversified mix of stocks grows at an average rate of about 7% per year. You can think of this as your tree sprouting 7 new apples every season. However, inflation is always working against you, reducing the purchasing power of every dollar. It typically eats away about 3% annually. In the orchard, pests take 3 of your 7 apples right off the branch. Subtract that 3% loss, and you are left with exactly 4%. Pluck those 4 apples, and the tree's roots stay perfectly intact. In finance, this number is known as the safe withdrawal rate. This 4% rate was tested against the most brutal periods in economic history, including the Great Depression and World Wars. Even in those extreme scenarios, a portfolio following this rule lasted at least 30 years without going to zero. 4% is the mathematical threshold, where your wealth grows just fast enough to outpace both the rising cost of living and your own consumption. To apply this to your own life, you just need a simple cheat code. Multiply your annual spending by 25. Take Sarah, who needs $25,000 a year to live happily. Multiplied by 25, she gets her target number, $625,000. If she invests that amount and withdraws 4% this year, she gets exactly the $25,000 she needs, leaving the principal to grow back for next year. This works at any scale. If your lifestyle costs $50,000, you need $1.25 million. If you only need $20,000, your target is $500,000. Instead of guessing at a random number of millions, you now have a concrete, personalized finish line based on your actual needs. It's natural to worry about timing. What happens if the market crashes the very same month you decide to retire? The original math assumes you act like an unfeeling robot, that you will blindly withdraw the same amount of money even during a global panic. But because humans are adaptable, a rule that is mathematically safe for a rigid robot is incredibly secure for a person who can react to the world around them. Most of us intuitively adapt during a crisis. If the market dips, you might choose to cut back on luxury spending for a few months, or pick up a fun side project to cover some expenses. Even a small reduction in spending or a tiny bit of outside income provides a massive safety margin, effectively dropping your withdrawal rate even lower than 4%. To find your own orchard size, just look at what you spend this year and multiply it by 25. A healthy orchard serves as a tool to engineer an autonomous life. It creates a reality where your time belongs entirely to you, and working becomes an option, not a requirement.